Thanks for choosing to cruise with Freya and her crew. This leg is from West End to Great Sail Key with an overnight anchorage at Mangrove Key, Bahamas. We left West End shortly after clearing customs, and then we chose to go to Memory Rock because the tide was too low for Freya to comfortably take the Indian Rock shortcut. QP was happy to see the seas were calm, totally different from the day before.
Yes, yesterday was like hell, and today is just like heaven.
On the way to Memory Rock, things got even better. QP managed to land a nice-sized barracuda, and in little or no time, she had it reduced to fillets in Ziploc bags. The sky was so clear and sunny that even our camera could not adjust. QP tried for hours to catch some photos of hundreds of flying fish jumping in front of Freya, but the sun was just too bright.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
We did find a safe place to anchor near Mangrove Key well before sunset and settled in for a nice meal and a nap. Here's a look at QP's first taste of barracuda. The next morning we were up early, excited to go to Great Sail. We had heard a lot of nice things about the anchorage and the good fishing in the flats. It took us 5 hours at 1700 RPM to motor to Great Sail. The wind was on our nose, but I didn't mind. After all, I'm a preoperative powerboater at heart. Yes, I promised to convert.
We arrived at noon, and I tried fishing, but didn't catch anything.
The next morning we made an exploratory trip to shore with a fishing pole, spear, and snorkel gear. The first problem was where to land Tink the Dink. The shore was blocked by razor-sharp rocks. We rowed down the shoreline till we found an open slip. We thought the price was too high, so we continued down the bay. We finally found the dinghy dock and secured Tink to one of the many nearby cleats. We were not prepared for the moon-like terrain, so we left all of our gear with Tink. We very carefully picked our way along the beach about a quarter of a mile when we saw the first few fish.
I saw many non-fish in here. What are they? Willard thinks they are needlefish.
The Great Sail Yacht Club comes complete with a circle drive, and every slip has its own swimming pool.
We walked down the beach and found many small pretty fish in the swimming pools. Farther down, we started to find bigger fish. Rena, go back and get the fishing pole.
No way, it's too far.
We walked some more till we found the fish heaven. Wow, so many big fish! Wow, so many. Oh my gosh.
Our fishing pole is in the dinghy, and we decided to just explore this morning. We should have brought the fishing pole.
So many fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, 天哪. Hi, Donna.
We did find a nice sandy place that would be really good for landing the dinghy. I don't think we can see it on the camera. Baby hammerhead shark. Won't let me get close enough. We found this little guy swimming around in our nice sandy beach. We didn't know what it was, so we had to go back to Freya to consult the Bible. This strange little fella is called a batfish. There was another little shark swimming around our sandy beach. This one had white tips on his fins. I think it's called a Caribbean white-tip shark. This is the most dangerous shark of all, a wife shark, and it's a man-eater. This is QP's first experience with mask, fins, and snorkel. While QP was learning how to snorkel, I decided to go and see if I could catch a lobster. I brought home the bacon, and QP cooked it up for dinner. Our first day at Great Sail was coming to an end. Our bellies were full and our bodies were tired. Time to go to sleep. We worked so hard on our first day at Great Sail, we decided to just hang out on the boat, do some fishing, and relax. Well, the relax part didn't work because a nurse shark came along and stole QP's bait. The shark lovers can relax. The shark got off before we had a chance to eat it. I don't know where the time went, but we managed to spend another day on Freya, and we only had crabs for dinner.
好啦
Finished? How many did you get?
I've got 6, 5 or 6. Or 5 total.
We were feeling much better on this day. I think it really did take 2 days to get over our first swimming and snorkeling experience. QP got up early to do some gardening while I loaded Tink for a day of scrounging for food. Boy, was this ever stupid. What a mistake. Learn from this and don't jump into water unless you know how deep it is. This spot looked deep enough and the bottom was all sand. I hit bottom and found what looked like sand was really sand-covered rocks. I cut my foot and it took a long time to heal. Not to mention I was leaving a blood trail directly to my toes. No worries, I covered them with a very natural-looking set of fish fins. What else could go wrong? Maybe I could hang a few lobsters and a wounded fish from my belt. Better to be lucky than clever, I say. Very dangerous.
Yeah. Be careful.
I don't actually know how deep it is. But that looks like sand.
Yeah.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Whoa!
It's not deep. Swimming around these very sharp rocks is dangerous. Be careful of your legs and feet as you look under the rocks, ledges, and into holes. Sometimes you can use your spear as a tickle stick to lure the lobster out of his lair. I know there is little or no chance of a shark attacking my food bag, but I'm going to go for the no chance. I'm over the limit for doing stupid things on this day. We've developed our own system for collecting food. I spear it and QP bags it.
Wow, wow. Good one. Whoa, 2. Jesus! Whoa. Okay, wait. Come on, I'm coming. Wow, wow. It's a big one.
As usual, QP invited everyone in the anchorage to dinner. Earl on Hypnotical and Ray and Liz on Arctic Bear came over for a seafood banquet. The small one was the second of my 2 lobster shot. It was hiding behind the big one. You know my rule, if you kill it, you have to eat it. We also had crab and of course some mandatory vegetables. The next morning, it was time to say goodbye to Great Sail Key.
Thanks again for spending time with us on Freya.
We hope you enjoyed the trip and maybe even learned a little something.
Please help us by clicking on like, follow, and subscribe.
Our work is public and free, but if you desire, please consider tipping us on Patreon. We would really appreciate it. Next week, we will be going from Great Sail Key to overnight anchorage in Allen's, Pensacola, then on to Green Turtle and White Sound for the upcoming storm.
Okay, sure leave for everyone. Have a wonderful week.